So here we are again, another year in. I'm not going to propose we do this every year because I think people get a little bit bored of us. Maybe next time we do it will be 5 years old, hopefully. However, we are another year older, so we're 2 years into this journey. And before doing this recording, I was looking at the last recording we did a year ago to look at what we were talking about then and what we hoped to achieve. And a couple of things stood out to me. One was, at that time we had 72 clients. Our aim was to work with another 30 to 50 clients. Actually, we've taken on another 63 clients, which is really good, which means we're now looking after energy contracts for 135 businesses, which again is some really good growth. One of the other things I looked at, which was quite interesting, was I think we're quite particular about the kind of client that we want to work with in terms of sectors, size. We won 82% of the business that we tendered and pitched for.
That's impressive.
Yeah, which is good. And I think it shows us that we've got a proposition that people value or like, and crucially that we are targeting and going after the right kind of business for us. But I guess from your side, those 63 additional clients, pretty good number.
Yeah, brilliant number. I mean, we always said from the beginning, 60, 70, if we got to there, we'd have a good business. 135 clients. And I think important for me and for us is that the right types of clients that we're servicing. Always a risk, I guess, that the more clients we took on, the more challenging it would be to service those types of clients. We've obviously grown the team this year.
Yeah.
We've got a really good, solid back office support now. Lindsay leading the bureau team, which is really helping. And we'll be able to provide all of those basic services we wanted to provide as standard to those clients. And we haven't seen any deterioration in that with the additional clients as well. So I think that's something that we should be really proud of, not just the fact that we brought on new clients, but we're able to service all of those clients in the way we want to.
We're still working with a lot of clients that we've worked with for a long, long time. And actually, I looked at some figures, and over 100 of those clients that we now support, we've worked with for quite some time. So they're people who are valuing us and valuing the proposition.
We always thought that it was about people. I think that proves that is correct.
Yeah.
The support we've had from those customers has been unbelievable, really.
Yeah.
And we're just looking to repay that, make sure that we continue to do all the right things and be available for those clients. The reason that they sign with us is because we're available. We can speak to them. They're speaking to us directly. They can pick up the phone, not being fobbed off with AI bots or portals. Although we have the support there online, we're still able to provide the service that they want, which is they'll pick up the phone, ask a question, get an answer, and see those people face to face as well, which I think is powerful.
The other thing that you just touched on there is this time last year, we said we were about to take on 2 employees, which we did. We took on another 2 on top of that, and actually we're looking for more. But that is, everyone says this in business. Whoever we speak to, recruitment is really challenging, and I think we're probably quite picky with who we want as well, in terms of protective of the brand and our ethos as well.
Absolutely. Similar to our approach with clients, really. We want to work with the right people, and we want the right people to be working with us as well. So it's important that anyone we bring on is able to work in the way that we work, and has the same work ethic and the ability to get stuff done. I think, realistically, when we say what sets us apart from anyone else, we should really be delivering the same things as a lot of other people. But our ability to just get things done in a timely manner, I think, is important, and you need the right kind of staff to be able to achieve that.
The other thing that I sort of smiled at when I rewatched the video from last year was that, and you said that, ideally we wanted to get into a place in the next year where you and I could both be out of the business at the same time and, not cause any huge issues. Well, throughout July, best part of 3 weeks, that happened, which is a really positive sign, because we've got really competent, really good people in the business, but also we've got systems, processes, and a whole heap of automation, which means that we're not reliant on 1 or 2 people all of the time.
Absolutely, yeah. The support. I mean, you touched it there. The quality of the people we've got in is really high. We can handle pretty much anything that's thrown us. But importantly, going back to getting stuff done, like, they don't need us to hold their hands. If we're not there, they can get on and get things done. So I think we've got a stage not only where we can go away now and things still happen, But actually we can go away and be confident that those things will happen. So we're not having to think or check emails all day, every day, just to make sure stuff's been done in the right way. We're confident now that it is. And I think that's a huge step forward for us.
So with that in mind, I guess, let's say we're not going to do one of these for the next couple of years, but we are on our 5th year anniversary. What do we think is next for us? What are we looking to do? What's the next chapter for Greenfields?
I think one of the most important things is obviously still be around in 5 years so we can have this conversation. But consolidating what we've got is one thing, to bring on those clients that we touched on earlier, servicing those clients, but making sure year on year we're delivering that quality of service and improving our processes. You touched on it earlier about automation. We're doing a lot of work now on automating some very basic processes, but the processes take up a lot of time. We'd like to push on with that and make sure that people have more time to actually be dealing with clients directly and not just handling some basic tasks. So I think consolidation, improving our processes, and seeing where obviously we've got decisions to make around growth, which are going to be challenging. I might put that on to you really, in terms of what are the next steps for us in terms of from here to year 5. What does that look like in your mind?
I expect we'll grow very conservatively at, again, I keep them about 30 to 50 clients a year number. However, that might be boosted quite significantly by a couple of hires and or the potential for a couple of acquisitions as well. We're now in the realms of looking at that stuff, which is exciting, and that really feels like properly running a business, not just being energy brokers and energy consultants. That starts to feel like we're properly running a business here. So, but I think in short, more of the same. Winning the right kind of clients that we want to work with, clients that we can help, clients that we can add value to, and in turn they can add value to us. Keep pushing for to find the right kind of people, and where opportunities come up or reveal themselves to maybe start looking at some acquisitions, then we're in the market for it. We're up for the conversations and up for the next stage of growth.
Yeah, superb.
So here's to the next 3 years, and we'll see you at the end of year 5.